We had an affordability summit that we held in Liverpool last January, and we invited a lot of external partners, debt advisors from housing associations, Citizens Advice, Age UK, Shelter, and we had workshops to understand what are we doing well, what could we do better. And out of the discussions, a lot of advisors said we could do with something equivalent to a hardship hub where everything is in one place for people to look at, whether they're dealing with a rent arrears, water arrears, council tax bill, that it would make it a lot easier because they've got such time constraints within their jobs.
Most definitely, Citizens Advice is getting a lot more busier now. There's a lot of people coming in with more debt issues, welfare benefit issues. We get a lot of clients with learning disabilities. So far more people today needing a lot more support from Citizens Advice. As a service, we're finding that more and more people we're having to turn away.
Sometimes people have got really low level debt and some people just don't care, and they'll let it grow and just ignore it. And some people have got a £40 debt and they're just in a panic, oh, what am I going to do? I've had a red letter. And they know they can't pay the £40. So it's a case of sitting down, working it out with them. What's it for? How long have you had it? Getting in touch with the company on their behalf.
Historically, being a debt advisor, you would be able to help somebody manage the debt and then you'd hope that their position would improve in a few months. Whereas now, it's crisis management at its absolute height, trying to get somebody a food parcel, get somebody vouchers so they can put some gas or electricity on. It's a basic human need to be able to eat and not be living in a really cold home. You hear this quoted quite a lot, it's either heat or eat. And it is as simple as that.
The priority debts now are the ones that are taking over. They're the ones that if people don't pay them, they do have severe consequences. They can lose the home, they become homeless. They can be living without gas and electric, no food, no way to cook.
We've had the issues with the credit being easily available to tenants in the past. We've had the payday loan issues, which is still prevalent at the moment. With the changes in the benefit systems and everybody transferring onto universal credit, the finding that as soon as they move on to universal credit and they don't have that income, or what happens is all the debts are trenched out from universal credit and the recovery starts to taking place, so they get a reduction in that benefit and they've got reduced income, and that's when it means that they can't start paying other things.
So they've gone from being in a position where there's some money coming in all the time to being in a position where there is no money coming in for a number of weeks at all. If people have got, say, £150 and that's all the money they've got for a whole month to spend on food and gas, electricity, water, TV licence, there just isn't enough money to make it to the end of the month.
Sometimes we'll apply for a trust fund for whether it's help with a bill, a household appliance. It could be something like a lady needs some shoes, and how am I going to get her some shoes? But you know what, she's got holes in the bottom of her trainers and it's raining and she's nearly a pensioner. It can be quite difficult to find and to trawl through, to find some way of finding help for them. Most advisors are going to know about the different trust funds and everything, but sometimes there's random stuff that you don't know until a colleague might tell you. So then I'll go looking into it, but again, that takes time to go and find it.
These grants change from month to month, from year to year. One of the big issues we've had in the past is when information hasn't been updated and the amount of time we've then spent chasing that information or trying to find the information, which impacts on the time we could be spending with other tenants to support them.
That's given the client less opportunity to be able to move forward, especially from our sense, because if we need a debt relief order fee, we need a bankruptcy fee, somebody needs carpets or a new sofa because they've been homeless, we've got to start from scratch again, so it takes up more of our time. The motivation for Citizens Advice is that we're able to provide them with a light at the end of the tunnel, as one specific client said, and give them an action plan, something there to tell them we can help them, we can move forward, and there is always a solution. It's just knowing what that solution is. We've had cases where people have just basically been debt-free within 12 months of seeing us. That lead weight on the shoulders has been lifted, and now they can live a normal and independent life. the main part of the job, is to know that when that person walks out the door, they've got a smile on their face, they've got somebody that's helping them, and they know that they're getting somewhere, and we will be there throughout the whole process.